Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV International from Al Azhar Mosque, dear viewers, in Cairo, on a very special occasion, celebrating the holy month of Ramadan, dear viewers. Dear viewers, Ramadan is a month of fasting and abstaining from things considered to be impure for the mind and body. Those, dear viewers, partaking in Ramadan abstain from food, drink, and impure thoughts between the hours of sunrise, which is Fajr, and sunset, allowing them instead to focus on prayer and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The act of fasting allows the individual to understand the pain and the suffering of millions around the world who live their lives in poverty and famine, leaving the participant feeling more grounded and grateful for all the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, of course, and giving them and giving the entire world. Dr. Hossam Deen, Allam, a researcher of Islamic studies, will tell us what everyone needs to know during this holy month, and will also tackle the intersection between the Islamic teaching and international humanitarian law, exploring both the theoretical and practical aspects of their compatibility and relevance. Dear viewers, a very good day, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today, Mr. Hussein. Dr. Hussein.
Thank you so much for having me. Always a pleasure. Ramadan Kareem and Ramadan Mubarak to you and to all our dear respected viewers watching us from the four corners of the globe.
Dr. Hussein, before our interview, you told me you wanted to discuss the more. Which aspect do you want to discuss more today in our interview?
Yeah, we have many aspects to discuss when it comes to Ramadan, and as you interestingly put at the very interesting introduction that you have laid out, there are many aspects that we can see relating to many important aspects when it comes to the public international law, and with particular focus when it comes to international humanitarian law, especially in light of many of the conflicts that has plagued our human global family, including the ongoing war in Palestine, and particularly on Gaza and the West Bank. So it's very important to reflect on all these aspects and to utilize the blessed month of Ramadan as a time to pause in order to think and reflect beyond what we normally think about. So when we look into the very significance of the month of Ramadan, we see that it's a unique opportunity in order to boost one's willpower, how to develop a strong resolve, how to have the capacity to enhance one's determination. So this aspect is very important as to how Muslims intentionally, from the start of the dawn all the way to the sunset, they refrain or abstain from eating, drinking, marital relations, and more importantly, as the Muslims especially the Muslim scholars, put it, even refraining from any unhealthy or any inappropriate or inconvenient thoughts. So when you think about this, this is very powerful. And this has to do actually with developing and with growing the significance of the human life. So here we are in front of an institution which is fasting that aims to even multiply the value of the life of the human being. And this is a very important aspect to think about when you look into the teachings of the Noble Quran, the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. How is it this aspect of protecting and safeguarding the human life is of a paramount importance? We read, for instance, and we have a plethora of verses or Quranic ayat that highlight the importance of respecting and protecting and safeguarding the human life. For instance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly states in the Noble Quran, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. And you may not, and you shall not take any innocent human life unjustly for a just cause. Furthermore, we see the clear prohibition to commit even suicide. For instance, we read in the Noble Quran the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. And that's, do not kill your own selves, for indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has always been the most merciful towards you. So we clearly see when we look into the Noble Quran, the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, since they are the primary sources of Islamic jurisprudence, and all the subsidiary sources, we see that there is this established understanding that one of the major aims of the Islamic Sharia, of the Islamic jurisprudence and its various rulings, is to protect and safeguard the human life. And this brings us to the understanding of how is it Islam, as a matter of fact, is a torchbearer and a forerunner when it comes to respecting the rules and the norms and the principles of international humanitarian law.
Okay, sir, tell us more about the significance of acts of charity and kindness during this holy month of Ramadan.
Definitely, it's a great opportunity to be more active when it comes to doing acts of charity, be it in the form of providing a helping hand and supporting the poor and the needy, be it in the form of performing more acts of worship. And it is out of encouragement we see how is it the acts of worship, when performed during the month of Ramadan, actually their reward is multiplied. And this is a piece of good news to share with our dear viewers. How is it the Prophet, peace be upon him, made it very clear that the reward of performing or carrying out any act of good deed is multiplied during the month of Ramadan. So all the doors of heaven are open as per the authentic hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in this regard. So all of us, we need to utilize the month of Ramadan as an opportunity to be more active as charitable human beings.
Dr. Hossam Deen, Allam, a researcher of Islamic studies, of course, thank you very much for your informative knowledge. We wanted to stay with you and know more, but you know, time is running out, and of course, you're starting to get ready for
Yes, time for breakfast, yes.
Yes, I'm very sorry, sir.
It's
to
totally
cut short your
understand.
interview. Thank you very much for being
Always a
with us
pleasure.
in
Thank you
today's
so much for
episode of
having
Nile
me.
Cruise.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, stay tuned. I'll be back again. Don't go away.